What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. We are back with the original This Week in Destiny, giving you the full breakdown for the up and coming week. This week we have some juicy Season 22 news. We have a full breakdown of all the featured activities and the weekly rituals, alongside a last chance weapon that's leaving at the end of this season. So if you want to find out more, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below. And remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. We are well on our way to 200k, so make sure to hit that red button and ring that bell to ensure you don't miss an update. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Another week and another This Week in Destiny. This week marks week 11 of Season of the Deep, and with that we have the continuation of the Solstice event. Solstice concludes on the 8th of August, so if you haven't fully upgraded your Solstice armor or even picked up the brand new Solstice weapon, even if you don't intend on upgrading your event card for additional cosmetic rewards, then make sure to get those knocked out before the end of this week. Now last week Bungie also provided some juicy details on Season 22, and specifically the date in which we'll get the reprised raid in the up and coming season. The up and coming raid will go live on Friday, September 1st, but as always there's a few things to keep in mind, just like when King's Fall and Vault of Glass returned to Destiny 2. Now this includes the fact that contest mode will be enabled for the first 48 hours, and clearing the raid with contest mode active is the first step to access the challenge mode in a director for a secret triumph. Now by completing the secret triumph, which consists of a curated list of challenges that we must complete in challenge mode, this would be how the first fireteam will snag their world first title. Now in order to enforce the triumph requirements in challenge mode, each fireteam will wipe if they fail the success conditions during any encounter. So if you are fully intending on running the reprised raid on September 1st, then make sure to get those fireteams together, and massive good luck to anyone going for that world's first title. Now alongside that we also learned a little bit more about Veil Containment, especially in Season 22 and 23. Now these will continue to be unlocked for the remaining 3 weeks of Season 21, and additional entries will unlock at the start of each of Season 22 and Season 23. Now Veil Containment has been a great way for us to learn about the Veil, and as we progress throughout the year, they'll also provide clues on what is next after the conclusion of the Light vs Darkness saga. So if you'd like to keep on top of your juicy lore, then make sure to do your Veil Containments each and every week throughout the rest of this season and going into the following 2 seasons of 2023. Now from here we're going to move on to the featured challenge for the Root of Nightmares raid, and this week's challenge is called Cosmic Equilibrium. Now to complete this you must move all the dark planets to the left side of the room and all the light planets to the right side of the room. Now once again, thanks to blueberries.gg, the strategy here is fairly self-explanatory. Now for this, each player swapping planets needs to choose one of the 2 mismatched planets on their plate. They'll then need to swap it with one from the other side, but in order to complete this challenge you'll need to do that twice. Now it's not possible to move all 8 planets at once, so 2 sets of 4 is the next best option, but with that being said it is still a massive race against time. Now you can speed up the encounter by shooting the crux in the middle of the room once you swap the first group of planets. This will instantly trigger the next phase, which will then allow you to move the next group of planets. Now you'll need to repeat this through every phase depending on the amount of damage phases you'll need to take out the boss. But once you and your team can nail it, you'll gain access to an additional raid chest and also Mikhail's Reverence sidearm. As the challenge weapon this week, it will drop as an adept reward if you and your team can pull this off. If you're looking to pick this up or earn weapon patterns for it, then make sure to jump into the Root of Nightmares this week. Now alongside the Root of Nightmares we move on to the featured activities. Now as for the featured raid, this is the Vow of the Disciple. Now this launched alongside Witch Queen and has a lot of similarities to the Root of Nightmares. Now as the featured raid though, it will have all the challenges available, perfect if you're still earning that Disciple Slayer seal, and further still if you're still looking to pick up some of the weapon patterns. And the Vow of the Disciple has some of the best craftable weapons available in the game, then this week is a perfect opportunity to farm out those encounters and earn a mass amount of weapon patterns. On top of that, Rulk, the final boss, will also be farmable, so if you don't have the Collective Obligation Pulse Rifle, which is the exclusive exotic from this raid, then you can farm this boss this week in order to pick up this sweet exotic reward. Now alongside the Vow of the Disciple, we see the return of Prophecy this week. Now Prophecy is one of the oldest dungeons available in Destiny 2, and launched all the way back in Season of Arrivals. It has some incredible lore and has some very unique encounters. On top of that, there's also some exclusive cosmetics if you can complete this flawlessly or solo. Now, whilst this dungeon doesn't have Artifice armor, it does have weapons from the 9. So if you're looking to pick some of these up or earn better rolls on them, then this week would be a perfect week to jump into the Prophecy. Now from here, we're going to move on to Dares of Eternity and the 30th Anniversary Pack activity. Once again, alongside the Scatterhorn armor set from Forsaken, this week we'll see the return of the Lightkin armor set from Season of the Splicer. As always with Splicer armor, we do therefore see Splicer weapons as well. This will include the Chroma Rush, the Ignition Code, the Grid Skipper, the Farewell, the Sojourner's Tale, the Shattered Cipher, alongside the main ingredient, the Long Shadow, the Last Dance, the Toil and Trouble, the Wishbringer, and the Last Perdition Pulse Rifle. Now these can all drop during the course of the activity when you complete it, or just by handing in strange coins over at the Star Horse in the Treasure Hoard. So if you haven't got the Lightkin armor set in your Transmog collection, then this week will be a great week to jump back into Dares of Eternity. Now from here, we're going to move on to the weekly rituals, and we have a returning Nightfall and Grandmaster Nightfall for week 11. This week we'll see the return of the Fallen Saber Strike, which is a reprised strike from Destiny 1. Now this is one of the easier Grandmasters in the rotation as well, perfect if you're looking to earn the Nightfall exclusive weapon, and if you and your fire team can pull off a Platinum Medal in the Grandmaster Challenge, you are guaranteed an Adept reward. This week's Nightfall exclusive reward is the Loaded Question, which was reissued as part of Season of the Deep. With that in mind, it has some brand new perk combinations available, and we made a video this season covering the God roll for that weapon. So if you already have one, or you're looking to get the new best roll available this season, make sure to check out that video, and I'll be sure to leave the link to that down in the video description below. Now alongside the return of the Fallen Saber, moving over to the Crucible, we do see the return of Clash alongside Mayhem as Crucible rotators for the week. Now both of these modes offer very different Crucible experiences, and whilst there are no seasonal challenges for week 11 of Season of the Deep, if you haven't completed the seasonal challenges linked to Mayhem, then make sure to get those knocked out this week if you're looking to finish all the challenges before the conclusion of Season 21. Now whilst we're on the subject of the Crucible, this week we'll see the last chance for you to earn the Exalted Truth Adept Hand Cannon in Trials of Osiris. This is being removed from the loot pool upon the launch of Season 22, so if you don't have a God roll on this, or you haven't picked it up at all, then make sure to jump into Trials of Osiris upon Friday's daily reset. Now next up we have the Lost Sector calendar for week 11 of Season of the Deep. This week will kick off over in K1 Communion, and we'll be offering exotic helmets. As for Wednesday, you can head over to Sepulture for a chance at exotic boots. That would be followed by Extraction on Thursday, which will be offering a pair of exotic gauntlets. As for Friday, alongside the return of Trials over Osiris, Aphelions of Rest will be in rotation, giving you that chance at exotic chest pieces. Over the course of the weekend, on Saturday, Chamber of Starlight is back, offering a second chance at exotic helmets. As for Sunday, you can head over to the Bay of Drowned Wishes for a second chance at exotic boots. And finally, you can round out the week over in the Labyrinth, and this will be offering a final chance for exotic gauntlets. Now as always guys, if you are still looking to earn some of the exotics that were introduced with Lightfall or even Season of the Deep, then make sure to plan your week accordingly if you're looking to pick them up on all classes. And if you want to check out this calendar in full for yourself, then make sure to do so over in Today in Destiny, and I'll leave the link to that down in the video description below. So there we have it guys, a good look on everything that you can expect for week 11 of Season of the Deep. If you've enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to pick into the game as always guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.